The last NBA season was very fascinating to watch, because something really interesting happened in terms of offense. Scoring spiked and drastically declined to a ridiculous extent, one like we've never seen before. So first, I gotta explain the context of the situation. Adam Silver is the current commissioner of the NBA, and he took over the league in October of 2012. Now, if you look at the NBA's league averages on a year-to-year basis, basically every year since Adam Silver took over, scoring has increased bit by bit. This is seemingly all by design, as Silver has talked about in the past that he believes that scoring is what fans want. It got so insanely high that by the 22-23 regular season, teams league-wide were averaging 114.7 points per game. That was the highest scoring average that the league has ever seen since the NBA merger. There's a number of factors, like pace of play and three-point shooting, but beyond that, defense is certainly an aspect as well. Or should I say, the lack thereof. The last NBA regular season was the 2023-2024 season, and it looked like it was going to continue the trend and continue to move upwards. And in the first half of that regular season, teams were averaging 115.5 points per game, which was the new high since the NBA merger. The thing is, that was the points production heading into the All-Star break. And leading up to that All-Star weekend, Adam Silver was constantly talking about how him and the referees were putting an emphasis on keeping the All-Star game more competitive, lower scoring, and more defense-oriented. He was saying this time and time again, on interviews, on TV networks, and so on. And what ensued afterwards was an absolute joke, as it was the highest scoring All-Star game in NBA history. By and large, the NBA community was repulsed by what they saw, and Adam Silver looked like a clown in that moment. No defense was played whatsoever, and this was a point that I believe Adam Silver made a turn. I honestly believe that he spoke with the NBA referees after this point and told them to put a relentless effort on reducing offense and making the games more defense-oriented. As I mentioned before the All-Star break, teams were averaging a record 115.5 points per game. And after the All-Star break, that scoring reduced to 111.6 points per game. But the decline didn't stop there. Things got even more intense in the NBA playoffs. As many of you can recall, the games were physical and generally more competitive than they had been in the regular season. In the 2024 playoffs, teams averaged only 105.6 points per game. That is a 9.1 decline in the average from the regular season. And to put that in perspective, that was the greatest regular season to postseason drop-off that the league had ever seen. It felt like it was 90s basketball all over again. And many old school fans and the modern fans were all united in excitement. To me, that was some of the best playoff basketball that I've seen in a very, very long time. So now the question is, heading into the 2024-2025 season, is Adam Silver going to keep this energy? Can we realistically expect points to drop from the previous season by 6 or 7? Can we expect games to be more competitive, and for the refs to put away their whistles and let these guys play? I will be watching this upcoming season very, very closely, because if I'm being honest, I am an old school basketball fan, but I do love a lot about this modern game. My issues are not with the players in this modern league, but it's with the way it's ran. Stuff like flopping, load managing, and the lack of defense has been very wearisome on my ability to enjoy this league. I gotta be real with you guys. I think this is a massive turning point for the future of the league. If the NBA continues in the direction that it started going in the second half of last season, and especially in last year's NBA playoffs, then we could soon see the glory days of the NBA returning once again. But if not, I'll just continue to be frustrated. And many other fans will likewise, as the league continues to move away from the product that we once knew and loved. So what do you guys think? Do you prefer your NBA to be more high scoring, or do you like the way it was in the 2024 playoffs? I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching as always. Make sure to like and subscribe for more basketball content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.